Hello, my name is Gauri Mirle Achanta. I teach at St. Joseph's Boys High School, Bangalore. The pandemic has turned our lives upside down, and so it has been with teaching and online classes. The very heart of teaching for me as a teacher of 35 years experience is to make contact with my children, to know their names, to have to know them as people, and to interact with them on a daily basis. But this has not been possible. And for my students too, I teach in a boys' school. They're all teenagers, and both teenage boys and girls are all cooped up at home. It's very, very hard for them. So this has been the problem, the challenge which has faced all of us. And I've been thinking, how do I make my classes interesting? How do I keep my students engaged all the time? How do I make sure they're looking forward to the next session? So here are a couple of things that I have done, some innovation, some creativity in thinking and in teaching, which I have found have been quite effective. For a beginning, every class I start off by asking one student to read the news. So when they read the headlines, I discuss with them a little bit of the politics, something that they have discussed or read, and then I connect it with what they are learning. For example, last week I was teaching my 10th standard about federalism, about how the Indian states are not as powerful as the center, and it's the other way around in the United States. The states are very powerful and not the center. So for an example, I connected it and told them how our Prime Minister could have a nationwide lockdown, but President Trump couldn't do it in the US because the Constitution has made each state more powerful than the center. Last week I taught the 9th standard, I taught them Jainism. And when I showed them pictures of the Jain monks, they were very surprised because the Jain monks looked like this. So they wanted to know, was there a pandemic at that time? Why are they wearing these masks? Then we discussed about ahimsa and how they didn't want to inhale microbes. And it went on. I gave them an assignment to say how much scientific knowledge our Indians had more than 2,000 years ago. So they came back with a lot of information. The Jain boys in the class told us even more about their own religion, and it turned out to be a very, very interesting class. I also taught them, in the succeeding class, I taught them about the Mauryas. As you know, history is perceived as a very boring subject, but I think when I showed them the Arthashastra written by Kautilya or Chanakya, they were very, very surprised to see what there was in it. So I read to them about how Chanakya told the kings how to hire assassins, how to get spies, and more importantly, all the war strategies which he designed. And then we connected it to what happened on the India-China border recently and the kind of experience our Indian troops had. And they were very, very surprised to find so many similarities. So when these things came alive, they were very much engaged in class. And since it was online, they brought information and shared about the various war strategies which they have heard of. In my real classes and in the classes which I'm going to have next week, I'll be teaching my 10th standard boys the freedom movement. And this is what I have done in the past and I will be doing. When I start a topic, for example, in my history textbook of my standard 10, I'm teaching them the Dandi March and the Salt Satyagraha. And I read to them from this entire topic and explain everything in it. And then comes something more interesting. I have a Pakistani history textbook of the high school. So I pick the same topic from this textbook and I read what they had to say about it in their version. So my boys are stunned. They are completely surprised to see absolutely different versions in the two textbooks. This is an excellent lesson in perspective. And they want to know, where is the truth? So I tell them that the truth is somewhere in between. And this is when they realize that they should not have to believe everything that they see or hear, especially textbooks. And they understand that there's a balanced view, there's always another version of it. So in talking about the impact, there's been the various interventions, the innovations and creative ways that I've tried to teach have been a very, very positive outcome for me. It's been very heartening to see my students always eager for the next session, remembering what's been taught and wanting to share more. During this lockdown time also, my school management asked me to produce a video on how to keep students physically fit, amused, entertained and involved without using gadgets. I've done that too, and it's been widely circulated and much appreciated. As a teacher, I feel that this lockdown, hard as it has been a huge learning experience. And it's been a time to learn how to adapt, how to change, how to cope. And I think we teachers have to be lifelong learners. Thank you.
I congratulate all of you and trust me, I'm saying this with utmost sincerity, that I'm very humbly thanking all of you for the fantastic, outstanding work that each one of you, teachers and school leaders, are doing in this noble task of nation building. I wish you all the very best. Jai Hind.